Good morning, students. Welcome to the next lesson on the chapter Playing with Numbers. This would be our last lesson on this chapter. Let's discuss the assignment. If the HCF of two numbers is 16 and their product is 6400, find their LCM. So, I have already told you in the last video that the product of two numbers is equal to the product of their HCF and LCM, right? So, HCF into LCM is equal to product of two numbers. So 16 is the HCF and you have to find the LCM, and the product is given to be 6400. So LCM will be 6400 divided by 16. See, as 16 is going beyond the equal to sign, its sign will change. Okay, so if 16 is multiplied to LCM in left hand side of the equation, then it will get divided in the right hand side of the equation when it goes to the right hand side. Okay, so our LCM will be 400. Okay. Next question. The LCF and LCM of two numbers are 13 and 1989 respectively. If one of the numbers is 117, determine the other. So the same rule we will use here also. So first we will let the required number be x. Product of two numbers is equal to HCF into LCM. So 117 into x is equal to 13 into 1989. Okay, so 117 is one of the numbers and the other number which we have to find is x, and 13 is the HCF and 1989 is the LCM, right? So 117 into x will be 25,857. Okay. So x is equal to 25,857 divided by 117. So, and x is equal to 221. So required number is 221. Alright. Next question. Can two numbers have 14 as their HCF and 204 as their LCM? Give reasons for your answer. As we know that if HCF of any two numbers is the factor of their LCM. Okay, HCF of any two numbers is the factor of their LCM always. Okay, so 204 divided by 14 is not a whole number, it is 14.57, which is not a whole number. That means 204 is not completely divisible by 14. That means 14 is not a factor of 204. Right? So two numbers cannot have 14 as their HCF and 204 as their LCM. Next question. 15 is the factor of 135. Find their LCM. What do you observe? So first let's find the LCM of these two numbers. So this is the division method of finding LCM. So it will be done in this way. So LCM is equal to 5 into 3 into 3 into 3. So it will be how much? 135. And you see here that 105 in this case was the multiple. Right? So we observe that if a number is a factor of another number, then the LCM of both the numbers is the multiple only. Like I'm giving you one more example. Like the LCM of 6 and 24 will be 24 only. Okay. LCM of 15 and 120 will be 120. The LCM will be the multiple will be the LCM. Alright. So let's start the new topic and final topic. Applications of HCF and LCM. First example. The length, breadth and height of a room are 8 meter 25 centimeter, 6 meter 75 centimeter and 4 meter 50 centimeter respectively. Determine the length of the longest rope that can measure the three dimensions exactly. Now see students, we have to find the longest rope, the length of the longest rope that can measure the three dimensions exactly. By exactly we mean that when we measure these lengths, then the whole rope has to be used each time. Alright, so obviously we know that the length of that rope will be smaller than these 3 dimensions, right? And also we know that the it will be exactly measure when it will be a factor of the dimensions, right? So we will find the HCF of these dimensions. Okay, so first we will convert all of them in centimeters. So the length of the room is equal to 825 centimeter. The breadth of the room is 675 centimeter, and height of the room is 450 centimeter. So we will find the highest common factor of these 3 numbers. So when we prime factorize these 3, we get that 825 is equal to 3 into 5 into 5 into 11. 675 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5, and 450 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. So now we will take the common factors out, right? So 3, 3 and 3 are common here. What else? 5, 5 and 5. Is anything there? Yes, 5, 5 and 5. So we have 3 common prime factors here. So HCF will be 3 into 5 into 5, that is 75. So the length of the largest rope which is required is 75 centimeter. This rope will measure all the 3 dimensions exactly. Alright, next example. What is the largest number that divides 626, 300,127 and 15,628 and leaves remainders 1, 2, 3 respectively? Now see students, we have to find a number which divides these 3 numbers. Okay, so we already know that a factor is the number which divides. Okay, and the largest number we have to find out. So we have to find the highest common factor. But before that, we see that when we divide these 3 numbers, some remainders are left, right? So we know that according to division algorithm, we know that when these 3 numbers, when remainder is subtracted from the dividend, then we get a number which is completely divisible by the divisor. So first we will subtract all the remainders from all the numbers, their respective remainders from all the numbers. Okay, so 626 minus 1 is 625. 3127 minus 2 is 3125. And 15,628 minus 3 is 15,625. So now we will find the HCF of these 3 numbers, that is 625, 3,125, 15,625. Okay. So let us see. 625 is equal to 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. 3,125 is equal to 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. And 15,625 is 6 times 5. So we have 4 5s common here. So HCF is 625. So the largest number that divides these 3 numbers, leaving remainders 1, 2 and 3 respectively, is 625. Alright. So here students, you have to pay attention that you have to find a number which is getting divided, or you have to find the number which is dividing. Okay, so if you have to find a number which is dividing, you have to find the highest common factor. And if you have to find a number which is getting divided, or is it divisible, okay, so you are, in that case you will find the LCM, that is lowest common multiple. Okay, next question. 2 brands of chocolate are available in the packs of 24 and 15 respectively. If Rohan needs to buy an equal number of chocolates of both kinds, what is the least number of boxes of each kind Rohan would need to buy? See, in this case, 2 types of chocolate packs are there. In one pack, 24 chocolates are there. and in one pack 15 chocolates are there. Okay, and Rohan is buying both kinds of chocolates. Okay, and the number of chocolates should be same. Okay, so obviously that number would be greater than these two numbers, greater than 24 and 15. So we will find the LCM in this case. All right, so the number of chocolates of both brands have to be equal. So first we will find the LCM of 24 and 15. So 24 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, and 15 is equal to 3 into 5. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 is what we take, and it will be 120. So the number of boxes in the pack of 24 will be 120 divided by 4, that is 5 boxes, and the number of boxes in the pack of 15 will be 24 divided by 15, that is 8 boxes. Alright, next example. Find the least number of 6 digits exactly divisible by 8, 15 and 21. So the least number of 6 digits is 1 lakh. Okay. Now students, here we have to find the number which is exactly divisible by. That means we have to find the number which is the multiple of these three numbers. Right. So before that, we will find the LCM of these three numbers. Okay. So LCM of these three numbers are 8 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2, 15 is equal to 3 into 5, and 21 is equal to 3 into 7. So LCM will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 into 7, that is 840. Alright. Now 1 lakh divided by 840. That means we will divide 840 by 1 lakh. Why we are doing it? Because a multiple of a multiple is also the multiple of the given number. Like for example, if 24 is the multiple of 6, then 48 is also the multiple of 6, which is the multiple of 24 as well. Right? So when we divide these two, we are trying to find the multiple of the lowest common multiple. Okay, so when we divide it, we get the quotient 119 and remainder 40. Okay, now what we do, we subtract the remainder from the divisor. Okay, so we get 800, divisor was 840 and remainder was 40, and we get 800, and we add the difference to the dividend. Okay, so we got 1,800. So the required number is 1,800. So this was the process when we have to find the least number of 6 digits or least number of any number of digits. Okay, now the last question. Find the greatest number of 5 digits which is exactly divisible by 12, 16 and 18. The largest 5-digit number is equal to 99,999, and LCM of 12, 16 and 18 we will find. So here also you'll find the LCM. So 12 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3, 16 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and 18 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3. Now here you see that the most number of 2's is 4 and most number of 3's is 2. So we will take 4 2's and 2 3's. So it will be 144. Now we will again divide this by the largest 5-digit number. Okay, so largest 5-digit number divided by 144. When we do it, we get the quotient to be 694 and remainder to be 63. Now in this case, when you have to find the greatest number of 5 digits, we will simply subtract the remainder from the dividend. Okay, remainder will be subtracted directly from the dividend. So it will be 99,999 minus 63 is equal to 99,936. So the required number is 99,936. Okay. So the assignment. Telegraph poles occur at equal distances of 220 cm along a road, and heaps of stones are put at equal distances of 300 meters along the same road. The first heap is at the foot of the first pole. How far from it along the road is the next heap which lies at the foot of a pole? What is the smallest number which when divided by 24, 36 and 54 which gives a remainder 5 in each case? Find the greatest number which divides 285 and 1249, leaving remainders 9 and 7 respectively. A rectangular courtyard is 20 meters 16 centimeter long and 15 meters 60 centimeter broad. It is to be paved with squared stones of same size. What is the least possible number of such stones to be used? So here students, this is your assignment. Please do your homework. From the next video, we'll start the next chapter. Till then, stay at home, be safe, have a good day.